Hello children, welcome back. I hope you're doing good. This is the next video in continuation with the subtopic of ratio analysis, which is activity ratios. Yes, we are doing activity ratios. We have already done two ratios, trade receivables turnover ratio and trade payables turnover ratio. The third ratio in line is working capital turnover ratio. Yes, working capital. This word you are familiarized with. Yes. Working capital meaning current assets minus current liabilities. Meaning our day-to-day, short-term current assets and liabilities, how much have I invested as working capital and how much that working capital is getting converted as sales. That is revenue from operation. How many times in a year? The higher the better, because of course not extremely high also, but a good number of times is expected, because with a given amount of working capital you should generate good amount of sales also. Otherwise your entire capital is locked up in your business और वो sales में convert नहीं हो रहा है. That is what it means. So given this, let us calculate working capital turnover ratio in sum number 1. In this, of course, you need to know what are current assets and what are current liabilities, and which you already know. Fine. Let us identify. Marketable securities, current assets, inventory, sundry debtors, bill receivable, cash at bank. All of this is current asset. Bills payable, sundry creditors, provision for tax, current liability. These are all short-term. Provision for tax pay karna, bills payable and creditors. You already know are trade payables, right? And all of these are current assets. So I already have a clue to find out working capital. Current assets minus current liabilities. Current assets is totaling to 2 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 4.5 and 6 lakhs here. Current liabilities are 30, 50, 2 lakh 50 here. So it is 6 lakhs minus 2 lakh 50. Matlab 3 lakh 50,000 is my working capital. I already have my denominator. Sales is revenue from operation and sales return inward. Matlab less from sales to get the net sales. Obviously, we will always take the net revenue from operation after deducting sales return. Now, so revenue from operation is equal to sales minus sales return. So 23 lakhs and 2 lakhs, so 21 lakhs. Therefore, working capital turnover ratio is equal to net revenue from operation. This is not just credit revenue, okay? It is total revenue, because working capital se pura sales aa raha hai na, not just credit or cash. So here full amount of revenue 21 lakhs and divide by how much they get the working capital, 3 lakh 50,000. So this is 6 times. Alright. So working capital ratio is 6 times is good enough. It shows what? The level of sales that I am able to get by investing 3,50,000. I am able to get 21 lakh sales. Alright. So that is what is the meaning, and this should be a good ratio, not an unhealthy ratio. Now coming to this on the straight sum. Now here it is given cost of revenue from operations. You all know cost of goods sold. Current liabilities are given. Okay. GP ratio. Now GP ratio. Simply put, GP ratio is what? 20%. 20% of cost or 20% of sales. It is very clear here. GP ratio is always on sales unless it is mentioned that GP is 20% of cost or something like that. कुछ नहीं बोला है, मतलब GP ratio is always on sales. So GP is 20% of sales. Therefore, cost of revenue is the remaining. Yes, out of 100 अगर 20 GP 100 sales के अंदर में 20 gross profit है, तो obviously 80 cost of revenue from operations. Yes, these concepts you should be clear. Otherwise, you always have the X with you. So if I take sales as X, GP is 20% of X. Cost of revenue from operation, cost of goods sold is 8 lakhs. I can frame an equation here. Sales minus GP is 8 lakhs. So if you solve for X, ये हो गया 80x. So 8 lakhs divided by 80 into 100. So 10 lakhs. Okay? 10 lakhs है क्या? Sales. Revenue from operation. Okay, then you have been given your working capital turnover ratio 10 times. Okay, so that means I can find out working capital from that ratio. Working capital, if I take working capital this side, it is revenue from operation divided by working capital turnover ratio. So this is 10 lakhs. We've already calculated that. This is given as 10. So this is working capital is 1 lakh. And again, working capital is also equal to current assets minus current liability. Current liability have been given. So I need to find current assets, which is working capital plus current liability using the same equation. So working capital is 1 lakh plus current liability is 1 lakh 80,000. So 2 lakh 80,000 okay? Correct? So current assets is 2 lakh 80,000. इसमें क्या होना है पता होना है. This ratio you should be knowing, right? You should be knowing what is working capital, current asset minus current liability. Therefore, any of the three missing components you can find out. You should be knowing what is GB ratio, cost of goods sold. ये सब पता होगा, ये सब basic है. And of course, you should be knowing what is the current asset and a current liability from a given list of things. If you know this is absolutely a simple cakewalk, right? This is all you need to do in working capital turnover ratio. With this, we just left with one more activity ratio, which is inventory turnover ratio, stock turnover ratio. Okay, so we'll do that in the next video, children. Take care, have a lovely time, stay safe, stay happy. Bye bye.